What's up? I'm Hypesy. I play games, make games everywhere, and today we're going to be working on a multiplayer optical game from a template I made for a game jam that ended a couple weeks ago. All right, let me start that over just in case. What's up? I'm Hypesy. I play games, make games everywhere. And today I'm going to be working on a game on my iPad based off of a template that I made. Oh, wait, skip that background music. The game jam results, I'm not sure when they come out, but there are cash prizes and hopefully, I don't know, everybody won? Or, like, hopefully we get to see who the winners are sooner than later. Where is, we go, music right there. And yeah, so I'm also going to be playing games this Friday because I didn't get a chance to last week. But yeah, this multiplayer game, I wanted to make a certain kind of obstacle game for the game jam, but I didn't have time to do that. So I thought I would do it right now. Thanks for the likes. You can now pin messages to the top. So yeah, sometimes there's just not enough time to make a game for the game jams. And I made it multiple different levels. So here's some of the levels that I made. And there was a lot of great entries. I hope to be playing those this Friday. And yeah, so we're gonna remix one of these that I made, but I don't remember the latest one. I think it might have been level 3. I changed the levels around a bunch. And it looks like our connection is good. That's great. First couple of times I tried to stream, the internet was mediocre at best. And I think this was the latest one. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Yeah, so I'm gonna be remixing this level. I'll just take you through it right now. Hey, yo, what's up, Blink? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. So this is the game that I made, and this one was cool because I just took the levels. Or all the physics, everything was already set up, and all I had to do was just fill out the level. I do believe this one has a little bit better like movement in terms of the physics, and also unlike other multiplayer games that were submitted for the jam, oh crap, this one, the character, you can move 360, so you can go into this template and move the player around 360, and that's pretty legit because I didn't see other multiplayer games that did that, but to be fair, I haven't had a chance to play a bunch, which I do plan to do on Friday. PT Jones in the house. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Where are you at these days? I believe you were traveling recently. I am jealous. I am stuck in Middle America. I think I talked to my neighbor yesterday, so that was cool. I usually don't talk to people, but you know how it is with neighbors. Their package was at your place, and that's just normal everyday stuff. So obviously there's a lot going on here. One thing I really do like about how this level was built is that granted the coins keep coming, but this game over, the finish line, the checkered board is already set up. So in this obstacle, all you need to do is Oh man, I felt bad. I think that dude was waiting for another game. Okay, so originally I had it set up so that you could jump to the next level, but I'm gonna go ahead and change that because one, I don't even think it's working properly. Somebody mentioned, and so here's the game. Here's all of it. Creating the level, you know, I do find level design to be kind of the funnest, and I tend to mix it up with having a plan, and hype audio is a bit too high. Oh, that's the yeah, thanks. Sorry about that. Got like 3. Okay, so here, like here's all the everything built out. Let's go to the game over. Well, I usually use game success as my game over because when you have a game fail, the game is over. It's done. There's no recording process of a score or anything like that. But game success, it's like, yay, the game is over. You may not have gotten first place or whatever, but that's okay. But they both go into these game end nodes. And one says success, and then I believe the other is fail. So I have a show end screen. I'm gonna go ahead and do restart automatically in 2.5 seconds. And then this way, it won't happen what we just saw when I was playing the game. Oh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We are live on the YouTube, and yeah. So we're gonna set this to restart automatically. I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna also do it to all my other Obby levels, and then we'll get started on making. Yeah, went to the mountains. It was like 800 kilometers drive in total. Now I'm back fixing my game jam submission. I should probably do. I wasn't able to get one of my games to work, and I moved it to unlifted, but it was this game, and I just couldn't figure out how to get it to work. So right now it says it's like waiting for players, and then I guess specifically, and this is the super important when making games and explaining games, it's being able to verbalize what you're trying to do versus what is happening. And this to me, I always find is a fun challenge because you'll see it in the Discord all the time. People will be like, oh, hey, this doesn't work. And I too will do that all the time. And the Discord is a great place to go for help. But being able to break down specifically the troubleshooting area. So for me in this game, there's a bunch of things that are not working properly, but specifically, I don't know how to have the game over setup, because in this game, it's like a battle type of game. At the end, you only want one player, and if there's one player, then that player should be the winner. Now, I've set this up so that if multiple people come into the game, and then they play, and then if somebody, you know, at the end there's only one player, then it'll be a game win. However, that is in an ideal scenario. And if you're playing the game and you join the game and there's nobody else to join the game, then you're just sitting here waiting. And if I try to change this, which I can because I made this game, the game over scenario stipulates that if there's one player, that player wins. So there's like a logistics setup that I need to create that would allow you to play the game, but not have a game. Basically, I have to think a lot. I just unlisted the game. I had the game working, except, you know, the game over scenario doesn't work. So maybe I'll get back to that eventually. But let's go ahead and change these ragdoll Obby games to a game success. So we just need to go over here. And we're gonna do restart automatically for these. Save. This level I thought was fun, but I don't know, nobody's completed it, so it might be too difficult. If nobody's playing your game or beating your game, it could be too difficult. I also wonder about the multiplayer latency. Like here, we can see over here the traffic. It says that there's high traffic, but there's nobody in the game. So how can there be high traffic if there's nobody in the game? And oh crap. So that kind of confuses me. I wonder if the multiplayer setup I have in this game uses more latency. You know what? This level is also super difficult. You know what? I should just make it there. Like, let's make this easier. Check your encoder settings. Yeah, let's make this easier. The jumping, that's cool and all, but clearly, if you fall through the cracks, if the game is too difficult, people are not going to want to play it. So let's go and do this. Go in here and let's just make this bigger. And we're going to do something like this. And do it all over the board. You know what? That's really bad. Let's just delete these. Yeah, do something like that. I got a lot going on over here. Is that? So let's go and delete this. So I'm thinking maybe this doesn't have that many completes because game is just too difficult. So instead of now jumping to every platform, you only need to jump to a new platform on the corners. And then there's this whole setup I have at the top. So I guess, yeah, we're doing a little bit of game dev on past games. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I do think this needs to be done. And I have been putting it off, so ain't no time like the present. Okay, cool. You know, I've tried using the desktop, but it's just so nice to create on the iPad. But also I've had a lot of bugs, so I think that limits thing with the iPad is that there's less bugs, so you can just kind of get into it. Move this down a little bit like that. There we go. Okay, that could work. So that's just half. I need to do one more stairway the other way, but let's just test it. And then when you get to the top, you got to figure out which direction you need to go. So like this way is easier, or you know what, you could do this or the steps. I think I need to reduce the friction. Yeah, like I don't even know if these. Oh, get up there. Okay, so we gotta move that arrow. Yeah, this level is definitely a little haphazard. Oh, what's up? Let's test this out. You go one way and I'll go the other way. How's the traffic for you? We got PT Jones hanging out in the game. So where is he? Where is he? So he's taking that way. And I'm taking the steps, which is probably the more difficult way, because if you fall in the cracks, then that is game over. But not game over. You start at the back at the beginning. But again, the one thing I do think is great about this multiplayer game versus the other multiplayer games, and I'm not sure why, but this one you can move all like this. Like that to me is like the cool. Wait, what? PT Jones still down there? Did you fall? I think you fell because the character looked. Oh, you're taking the hard way, dude. I wouldn't. Okay, so let's go like this. Okay. Got confused on where to go to the top. Yeah, it is a little confusing, and that is why we're gonna try to edit this and make it less confusing for people. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I also don't like these green. There's a couple of things. This points to the exit or to the finish line. This randomly spawns over there, like at 4 different locations, basically northwest, east, or south. And I have all these on because they follow the finish line. Before they were staying still, but I think that was a little confusing for people. So yeah. You know what I think I need to do? Well, the trouble with streaming is it takes a lot of time, but there's a lot of games that just need updates as opposed to like making a new game. So let's go in here. First, let's delete these. We want to go to the lowest common denominator, or what I like to call the bottom, and then work our way up. Then we just tilt it like that. Yeah. This. And Yeah. Didn't notice the big yellow arrows since they kind of blend with the background. The yellow arrows. You mean the green ones or these? I got two kinds of arrows. Yeah, when making games, when you're trying to point someone in the right direction, add a big arrow. It may not work, and in fact, I would say a lot of times, for me at least, it doesn't work. I think I made this level, and somebody joined, and I love watching people play the level that I create to see like where they get stuck, and players are very fickle because if they hit one difficult patch, they're out. They're game over. They're like, oh, this game is so hard. I have to jump over from A to B. I couldn't do it. I'm out. But it's good to watch the big arrow in the sky. Yeah, there's I have big arrows in the sky at each of the 4 platform areas. Nobody. I think I'm the only one that notices them, but I mean, I guess you noticed it now, so now you will always notice it. To me, all arrows are like the FedEx arrow. Do you know about the FedEx arrow, Jones? So to me, basically every arrow ever. Man, I'm just trying to look at the logo, not like. It's basically like this FedEx logo. Once you see the arrow, which is right here, once you see that arrow, you can never unsee it. But if you didn't see it before, then you may not have noticed it. So, sorry if you didn't notice it before, but now you will forever know about it. Okay. I am also going to adjust the friction because I think I have it different in the other Obby games. Yeah, to me, this is the big life thing. It's everywhere. These arrows exist everywhere. All right, let's make this platform a little bit bigger, like that. This one, so they're not perfectly even, but that's okay. I believe I made this level in like an hour, maybe 2 hours. So it's not. Wait, let's test it. Oh. I wanted to update the friction, and I think let's go into the player. The friction is, I believe, here. Player 3, object dynamic, visual, physical, player. Okay. Let's go to physics, hit player. Less friction means smoother. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other hidden. There's hidden stuff like this everywhere. It's everywhere. It's that I saw a cat. I'm trying to think. There's like a. I can't think. What was it? There's just like lollipop design. Let's check out the friction. Let's play test. Oh, that one was no friction. I gotta say, jumping on those bouncy balls is so satisfying. Oh, these little things? I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the shortcut. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, you know what? That'd be cool to make a level like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna change these black looking arrows because I am not a fan of how they look. And I think I'll move these little ball things more into the level or into the original start platform. Yeah, I should see. This is one of the things I should have done this at the beginning, but no, better now than never. And I kind of want to make sure that you can make all these jumps. I believe originally I had it set up and you could not. So now that this, did we change the game over to yeah, we did. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, you know what it was? If I have them in like this. Like this is what I kind of wanted to do, but then you can just do this. Which is cheating. So let's do, you know what? Let's do like this. What is the size of this? Let's put it over here. Maybe make it bigger. Do you like my even numbers? Okay, so instead of changing the sizes on all these, I'm just gonna copy like that one and just copy and move them accordingly. Over here, grab this one. Let's move that to -5. It looks like it's a little bit weird. Let's try that. Okay. Also, I'm thinking of picking up a tablet for game editing on the go. Do you happen to have any experience with those 2-1 laptops? Unfortunately, I've seen them, but I'll be honest, so there's tablets and then tablets with keyboards, or a laptop that is also a tablet with a keyboard. So, hold on, let's check this out. Yeah, okay, so if you want, you can, oh. I mean, I guess the shortcut is not as easy. Yeah, let's move this up. Maybe to, that's a good question. Definitely check them all out. If you're looking for a laptop, well, I mean, I guess, are you looking for a laptop, or are you looking for a tablet, or are you looking for something that is both? Because I think if you're going for specifically like a tablet, then I know what I would recommend. And even I got my mom like an iPad tablet, and it's like 2 years ago, maybe it hasn't. It's been 5 years, man. Time just goes by faster when you're older or something. 5 years, 2019, so 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I'm a big Apple fan, and the thing with Apple is it'll last you easy 5 years and it'll still be good. So that's like, even this phone that I got, iPhone 10X or whatever, I got it 5 years ago, maybe even 6 years ago at this point, and I still use it as my secondary phone, because this is my primary phone. So you do pay a premium for Apple tablet, but they have ones that are not even like the Pro. I think I got the Pro. It's an 11-inch. I don't use keyboards on my tablet. Like, I use my tablet as a tablet, and I don't even think about a keyboard. And it's kind of beautiful. I just take it. It's wherever I'll draw on it. I'll sit down. I'll lay on a couch. And it's basically like a notepad. So I don't treat my tablet like a computer. And I have my laptop, and my laptop is kind of heavy. And I don't know. I've been transitioning to do, like, I need my laptop to live stream, but other than live streaming and for editing video, although I've been trying to do more of those shorts or TikTok clips for editing, and that I'll use my tablet. And oh yeah, I was either thinking one of those convertible laptops, but they can get kind of heavy compared to the regular tablet. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. If you don't have a laptop, then it does make sense to get one of the, it makes more sense to have something that can be both. That being said, a tablet, what's one thing that I recommend, and you know, I'm a content creator, so I don't know if you can see it, but on my screen, oops. On all of my devices, I have a matte screen protector And that's because many times I'm recording and I have it on my phone. I do not have it on my laptop, although the quality on my laptop screen is supposed to be like super fancy. But I have it on my phones and on my iPad, on my tablet. And what the matte screen does is it just kind of removes that shiny glossiness that you see. So whenever you're on, I mean, you're on a screen, right? So it's a screen, it's shiny and glossy. But I don't mess with that. My screen is not shiny, not glossy. You basically don't see your reflection, which is kind of great because see, so you can still kind of make it out. Just not what we want. I don't want people to be taking shortcuts. Yeah, that's not good. So let's move it back in. So that's something I universally recommend this to everybody. And I was, when I was hanging out in the hypehype offices, I was telling everybody too. It's almost like my religion, if you will. Like I'll preach it because I'm on the phone all the time, or I'm on my whatever. It's better. It just feels better. Like even on this iPad, when I go around and I move, like it feels better. It's like you're not touching glass. So if you're gonna get a tablet or a laptop tablet and you're touching the screen all the time, I would look into these matted screens because it just feels great when you're working, when you're moving around and doing stuff. Almost kind of like you're touching, you're just not touching glass. Touching glass has a very, in my opinion, a superficial feel. It's not like, it's not that it's fake, it's just that it's glass. But here, when I'm moving around, it feels more like I'm touching something with texture. It's not paper, but it's more like texture. And again, this is the matte, M-A-T-T-E. But yeah, maybe for traveling, the best setup would be a tablet plus stylus pen. I mostly use it for hypehype, game dev, and light net surfing. Oh yeah, I was either thinking one of those convertible laptops. Like the biggest thing with the laptop is, unless you need it specifically for something, I've even been trying to get away from my iPad and focus more on my phone. That being said, the tablet is just nice. You know, you got stylus pen, and it just feels nice. Okay, let's post this update. Let's finally get started on making the Obby level that I wanted to create. So, wait, did that one save? Yeah, level 5 version history 1039. That's right now. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's hit the remix. I'm gonna remix this. Yeah, Jones. Whatever direction you decide to go with for the tablet, for like $5 or $10, you could get you should get a screen protector. Get it. I had this tablet, I didn't have a screen protector for like 6 months and I got a couple of dings. So get a screen protector. But yeah, try it. One, you're moving around, you're touching glass, which I guess, okay. But the other, let's go and we're gonna move all this stuff around. We are creating a new level, so let's just delete everything here. I don't think I want this stuff. Oh, maybe is this as an obstacle? Yeah. I think this is a bouncy thing, so let's just go. I'm gonna delete these. Oh. Yeah, also one thing I like when I'm using my tablet, I'll also use my phone at the same time. So that's a great way to, like, you know, make games, have something set up, and then use another phone as a reference to see the mechanic setup or something. Okay, so this is the finish line, and I believe, okay, in this game I want to remove the ground. Where is it? Ground. Empty. So now there's no ground, and if you keep falling, game over. But where is the character setup? Let's go over here. Behaviors. I believe it's character control. And we want to add a inspect vector image. And then if that Y gets below like -50, like it falls -50, then destroy the character. I do believe the character should get undestroyed, but let's set up step 1 before we take a look at step 2. Oh. Vector, no. Position Y. And then I think a compare node. I like to just move the new stuff I'm working on a little bit on the edges so it's easy to see. So if value A, we'll go ahead and put that to value A, is less or equal to -50, then okay, so broadcaster and then destroy. Okay, so we're gonna execute the broadcaster. So it's interesting, this is a respawn, causing the player to respawn. So we respawn the player and then we destroy the old player. It's kind of like, what is that movie with Hugh Jackman? And he's a magician. I'm gonna find out. The Prestige, great movie. And if you haven't seen The Prestige, this is a spoiler alert. But in the movie The Prestige, the main character, Hugh Jackman, is able to teleport himself across the room. But in reality, what he does is he copies himself and then projects that copy across the room while destroying the old copy. So it's kind of like what we're doing here is if this guy falls below -50, there's a new spawn. Oh, you know what? I bet you I could maybe even do it in slow motion. Okay, let's see. All right, I don't see the body, but basically the new body, the new character is spawned, and then the old character gets destroyed. So for a split moment, there's actually two of the same. Really cool movie too. The Prestige, Hugh Jackman, check it out. Okay, so now I wanted to create, we do a couple things. We can make like a bouncy type of level. I wanted to do, what's up, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the likes. I wanted to do one of those levels where it's like you're walking on glass, and if people keep falling down, then eventually you like get a game over or something. But let's just make a platform, and we can explore the specifics. Hold on, let me blow my nose. I'm gonna grab one of these. I think these just, we could mess with the color too. I don't know, I like to get the mechanics. That's not a bad color scheme. Okay, so here we got, this is, let's go to the reusables and scrap platform 1. Okay, so we want, if collides with the player, have it scale down. I'm thinking right now, if the player falls below negative Y of 50, it respawns. Which may not be what we want. You know what? It respawns at a specific place. What is this one? Is this just a random text? Doesn't do anything? Oh, maybe it did. Did it delete it and it? Okay. Let's go ahead and take this. We're going to make it an unmovable object. Move it to 0, 0, 0. At -2, I believe the player spawns right here. So it's -1. I do want this object after 10 seconds to just like disappear, because that's we're working on a new kind of level. And it may not be 10 seconds. I can add a broadcast listener and other things, but Let's do this for now. Fun fact, if you scale something to 0, 0, 0, it also causes it to get deleted. Okay, so we got 10 seconds. It's gonna disappear. The prestige, deceiving an audience and movie theater viewers. Oh yeah. Okay. A couple of things that ragdoll always should be assigned, but here you fall -50 and then you land there. Okay, okay, I think that can work. Probably should get rid of these because we don't need this. And where this platform, I like to give things multiple colors, so let's just go into this platform and quickly add a switch. Wait, yeah, okay. And I think I will mess with the colors later, but again, we're just going for game mechanics. What was it? Oh, no. Is there like a pink? And then here, collision trigger. Scale. I could go to 0, 0, 0 over let's add a randomizer. We'll make it random from 1 to 5 seconds. And on collision trigger, this will execute on collision trigger, execute the random. And this random on value will go to the scaler. And this will set the duration. So it'll get to 0 with anywhere between 0 and 5 seconds. Oh, that's did not mean to turn that on. Okay. And then from here, we can just go, I believe it's this one. And it's a little bit too big. So we can make it smaller over here. It's the size. It's not too bad. Oh. I like to hit this little lock key, which is been using it ever since Yop showed it to me, and it just scales everything down to size. So let's go ahead and delete this. And go underneath the object. Oops. X of -1. Let's make it X of These are at -7, -7, and then these are at -17. Let's do 12. Okay, let's check it out. Should disappear in 5 seconds. So something like this is what it kind of amazes me because I didn't have time to make this. The color, looks like the color changing is not working. I also would like a variety in how it scales down, and we can add all that later. But overall, I thought that looked great. Let's check it again. Oh yeah, I didn't know how to set up. So in these traditional games, there's a time limit. So, wait, something happens. So traditionally in these games, there is a time limit. And whoever is at the top, or if you fall to the bottom, you basically kind of but because I don't know how to set up game over when one player is still alive, because there's this whole issue of when you start the game, there's only one player and other people have to join. And if that doesn't happen, the game... So let's do the opposite. Let's have it so that the player wants to get to the bottom first. So this is probably the thing I enjoy most about making games, is something is generally done one way, and games are made, copied, replicated using that one way. But because I don't know how to do that one way in this multiplayer game setup, I am going to go the other way, where you want to get to the bottom faster and trying to find the most competitive, fun way to do this. That will be our goal. So here we got the finish line, and we can just draw this. Let's go to negative, I believe we're set to -50 right now. And we can see that that's decent, but we can do better. And we'll figure it out, but first, let's call this scaling. Oh, and then in this game, we can set the timer. Well, I guess if you're racing to the bottom, let's not mess with the timer yet. Timer for the leaderboard scoring, because I always like to have a leaderboard. Let's see if we can't plug some of these things into the stuff we got going on over there. Oh. There. Okay, the color never changed. Material slot A, purple. Oh, it didn't change because I never turned it on. Okay, so that pink is a little bit too pink. Again, we're not messing with the visual, and that purple isn't even. Okay, so I like material 14. And the pink at the very end. Like, again, we are not messing with the visual aesthetics in this stream. We're just trying to get the basic. Wait, it's a material 14, right? That's material. And not pinky. I like the pink. These pinks are more pastel-like colors. Okay, this wire is going a little bit cray-cray. So next we want so this changes the scale and I want to change these tweens. There is, let me save this. Ragdoll. Call this. Call this one Ragdoll Balls. It's kind of like I don't know, is this considered an obstacle course? But there is a template that I created. So PT, here's the sneak preview of something that I'm working on. I've been trying to do this thing where I kind of like make it very simple game in a week, but I'm also, whoa. Oh no, this one doesn't work anymore. So something got saved. So this is I'm gonna take 3 months and I'll try to project my plan while I'm living in the States to create this game. Yeah, this basically, it's like you have to move around, otherwise you fall. And then I got these different color schemes as well for that. Oh, this one actually changes the color. It's supposed to change the color to everything. But, like, this is cool because, like, if you play this game, yeah. So what else am I working on? Oh, this. I spent 3 hours just working on the button mechanics on that one. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for easing effects. Oh, I still gotta make this. There's still a couple of games I'm working on. Okay, easing effects. One of them's got. Is it in my published games? All right, maybe it's this one. Crap. I'll have to make it again, but I had a template or a game that showed all the different easing effects and how they look. And yeah, but we are doing great. No lag, latency issues. Got, let's see if I can't block at the block. Okay, so got this. Oh, I think it's because that is at -50. Let's go ahead and get to the player controls and move it from -50 to -75. It looks like the collision keeps executing once it's been touched. So we want to go over here and change it to disabled after first touch. I wonder. It is kind of difficult to see. You do want to move it around. What if these were smaller? Let's try that out. Well, let's go here. Let's select all these. I'm a little curious to see how this plays out. Then we can make this one smaller as well, and just maybe mess with the location of where it is later. Let's take a look. So the main platform will disappear in 10 seconds. Maybe I should add arrows. Kind of looks cool. Like visually, it looks great. The goal is to get to the first. I like it. I do want to mess around with this a little bit more. Make this even smaller. And then it can be hidden, right? Maybe. See if we can't. I guess technically you could just start. There's something here. We gotta fix all this. And in terms of like a game, but traditionally you want to stay up on top. I don't know how to set that up in terms of a game mechanic. You gotta find the finish. Oh, and we could put the finish line anywhere. I do think keeping it at the bottom level is probably the easiest. And people will try to fall, take shortcuts, which is totally fine. That's cool because the camera, so the camera is attached to the finish line. But I like the way that looks. I want to shorten the time frame. Go here, reusable. So I think so minimum 2.5 seconds, and we're going to do it like this as well. Cool, I like this setup. I think I'm gonna stick with it. Let's make this top area look better. Because there's some areas where it's like congested. What is the size of this? This is 14. Where is that background music coming from? Okay. I'm just gonna go over here, take this one, and that does look cool. Let's go in. So what I'm trying to do is right here. Looks like there's an overlap. I basically want to get rid of the part where it's like on top of each other. You see where it's like kind of looking a little weird?
I need to access your Spotify data to do this.
No.
I will not then.
Go away, sir. What are you doing? What? Yeah, let's delete all this. All right, this is at -17. Zoom in. See, that's not what we want. Okay, so this position is a little off. Oh, maybe we should make the scale size an even like 0.5 number as opposed to like a 0.4. Yeah, let's do that. Which also means delete everything. Oh, this one is. All right, let's just move this to the center. Okay, so these are not lining up. Why? Snap to grid, snap to edges. Well, I want the snap to grid, but it's not. That still work? I don't think so. These are 0.5 scale. Maybe it works if it's 1. Yeah, but that's not as cool. Maybe make it even smaller. And I might have to just manually do this. I mean, the movement's pretty fluid. But I like that camo kind of look. .25 4. Tap and hold. Oops, undo, redo, nope. So I'm trying to use the screen to this platform object. Nice. Great. So this is at -7. Okay. So the last thing we need to do. Oh no, there's still a little gap thing right there, and that I don't like that. I spent all that time trying to make sure that didn't happen. Okay, so let's just go ahead and delete all these. Where is that? Right there. There it is, right there. You can kind of see it. Move it down. Oh, we can just do this. There. Cool. Let's do that and let's confirm that there's no weird glitching things going on. Looks great. Snapping to grid. What we got here? $13, $20, moving it down. What is it? 7. What is this? This is -6. And let's go here. We can randomize the location of this object, or at least where it's random. It would be X. Looking for the random again, random. I'm gonna have it for the move. I believe we want set position. So X of -5, +5. Then for Z, 8, -2, -2 and 8. Let's just do -1 and 7. Okay, on link move V. Oh, should be at -50. Was that moving the rotation? Okay. It does look like, well, I guess the rotation isn't so important as the size. So this is set to 2222, but here we set it to 0.5. It looks like it's just spawning, so let's just go ahead and go here. Camera. So it's still kind of big, which why should not be so big? Okay, so this is one, it's causing the object to spawn in the world as opposed to having the object already in the world. Like, here it is. But if we do that, we get 2 of them, which we don't want. But before it wasn't spawning it. Oh, I think this is causing it to. Well, we can have it on start. But maybe. Is that another? Maybe I had multiple of the finish lines. Maybe that's what it was. Go here. Okay. Okay, I like it. Let's double check to make sure it's at a different location every time. And we can do that simply by selecting the object. There's its location. Nope, it's in the same location. Lame. Let's try that. -5. Oh, looks like it's in a different location, although Clown isn't following it, but that's fine. Can't tell if it's moving or not. Let's move it up here. Okay, so it is moving. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it's moving. Let's do. Let's get an invisible wall. I had another platform. Okay, here we go. This one will be invisible. Copy, rotate. Okay, so now if you go like this, you try to take a shortcut, doesn't work. And you want to be the first to get down. What's going on? So I don't know if that was like a bug or let's check it. All right, I think I'm going to double the size of these platforms because seeing how there's 4 players. Maybe the cubes are just too small. You know what? I can grab all the cubes and just make them bigger. And then you want to aim. Perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and move these guys out of the way. These are just an invisible wall. Okay, so let's go in here. Select this. And we want to double the size of this. I think there's one up here too. Basically, we just want to 2x this. Maybe 7x. What was that? 7? I think that's 7. That should be fine. X of 0.7. And yeah, this is, I wanted to make this for the game jam. I just ran out of time. Goal is to get to the bottom. Then you got to find out where the finish is. If you miss, you got to go back. Okay, I like it. I think we can make this finish thing a little bit bigger. Let's 2x that. Then let's make these walls. Okay, so the biggest thing is when you start out as well, you can just jump into it, but we don't want that. We want, let's get this fence. Yeah, this worked originally. I think it did a great job. And I think the mechanics are all set up on the fence object, so we don't have to do anything additional. But we will double check that as well, just to make sure. Okay, 15 seconds. I don't hear a clock. Okay, so that's one way to do it. I think we'll have to change some of the features. Okay, we'll just see X. And 11. Check, make sure it's in a different location. Cool, yes, in a different location every time. Coin, I think we need to. Let's test it. I think this will be it. It looks like the timer isn't starting, so. And I think this is a little bit more challenging. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the start. Make this 15 seconds. I don't hear a timer. Oh, oh, okay, so I think the timer wouldn't. So now we should have the timer start in 15 seconds. The timer wasn't starting, and that was because the game clock was set to 10 seconds. But make sure we can't squeeze out. Okay, then. I mean, is this really an obstacle, or is it just like, is this still an Obby? Let's just call it ragdoll fall. Change these colors to what? And next I'm going to glue all these objects to the platform. So it too will disappear and the platform disappears. And I think we are good for this level. And I'll go ahead. Oh, you know what? I should take a screenshot or thumbnail. Oh, you know what? We can probably... I would love to do like 8 players. I just don't think... I think that's good enough. Save it. I do want it to say ragdoll Obby. Or ragdoll fall at least. We're just gonna go in. Attach from parent. Group them up. That camera. There we go. Something like this. Move that all the way up. Let's save it. Change it. Leaderboard. Time. Lowest, fastest, yes. Edit categories. I never know about this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Let's post it. Game is now available for anybody to play. And let's test it. Took an hour to make, considering this stream is 2 hours, and I did mess around for, oh, comments is turned off. That, I don't like that. Comments, allow comments. You have to hit the allow for comments to be posted. Or you can almost sneak through, maybe. I don't know how I set up the game over. I might need to. Oh, we got Jones in. Let's see who can make it to the bottom first. It's almost like you're a gopher. I don't see it. Oh, nice. Yeah, it kind of makes me think of like a gopher. Let's double check it to make sure that the edges, you can't just jump off on the edge. Okay, no. Okay, so that crown, I'll need to fix that. It looks like the crown is not a... Wait, can PT Jones, can I move PT Jones? I can't, no. So the crown is a physical object. We'll need to change that. Okay. Let's fix the crown. The crown. The crown. Yeah. No. Detach from parent. Okay, so we want the crown to be a kinematic object. Let's do a value inspector. This object. right, so it should be picking up the location, and not really. X of 25? Oh wait, did it just get moved? Oh, look at that, these positions are way somewhere off the field. Oh, you know what? We can do that. Here, move, set position. 45. On random C. Look. That's not really working. Not sure why, but overall the game mechanic is set up. So yeah, that was a fun game. I don't know. I think it's kind of like an obstacle, right? Where you're just going down. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out and watch me build out this game. It's a lot of fun. I really liked how it's almost like a pixelated camo on the floor tiles turned out. Wasn't expecting that, so that's a cool thing to think about in any future games I make. But I'm gonna go eat lunch. I kind of sneak peek on the edge and the position on the camera to look down. Yes, that is because you were very clever, Jones. I was doing the same thing. And I think that has an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage is you can see where the finish line is. The disadvantage, I believe, is if you are on the other side, and you have to hurry up and go to the other side. And it's a small disadvantage, but nevertheless. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for smashing the like button. And I will be back on Friday playing games. There's a lot of games I want to play. And yeah, talking. I have lost my voice, which is... I do think I have the raspy voice. But until next time, I'm Hypesy. Stay safe out there, and peace. Thanks for hanging out again.